What's up, YouTube? It's your girl, Lydia Caesar. Welcome to Everything Lydia, and today we're gonna step our networking game up. Some of y'all scared, y'all shy, y'all don't even know how to talk. You ain't gonna make it. But I got you. I'm gonna teach you. Let's get into it. All right, you guys, today's video is a super fun topic for me. It's something that I love to do. It's something that I can honestly say I have mastered doing, and I'm going to teach you guys the art of networking. Knowing how to network is an independent artist tool. Like, it needs to be at the top of your toolkit. Like talent is up there, ability to DIY, to do it yourself is up there, and then the very next thing is how to network. I mean, honestly, even before talent is networking. Networking is first, because who you know can get you through many doors, way more doors than your talent will ever get you. And all networking really is building relationships, right? And this can seem really hard to you if you are not, social or a people person. You're not used to really putting yourself out there. So I'm going to give you some of my favorite networking tips. Grab a pen, grab a paper. Let's talk about it. My first tip is to say yes. You have to learn how to say yes to people. If you are a homebody, if you are an introvert, not really going out or doing anything, you ain't gonna make it. You ain't gonna make it. Like you really need to learn to say yes. When people invite you to things, when somebody invites you to their concert, you need to go. When somebody invites you to their event, you need to show up. When other people have things going on in your city, in your circle, you need to say yes and show up. That is the first tip to learning how to network, is being in the room. You cannot win the room if you are not there. So that is first. We need to learn to say yes. Think of going out to events as a job, a part of your job. Now you may say, oh, when you go to events, you got to spend at least $40. The event's $20. You got to buy a drink. No, you don't. You do not have to buy any drink. If you're like me, when I was younger and going out and I really had no money, I like to partake in like alcohol, and I like to feel a little buzz, I would bring my own. I had a little flask in my bag. I would buy a soda at the bar, pour it in, and I'm good. Or I would just get one drink, a nice strong drink that will serve me for the night. Or for real, if it was really like that, just don't drink. Make the sacrifice. Being there is more important, okay? The most important thing is being in the room. So that is tip number one, is to say yes, so that you are in a position to move on to the next tips. The next tip is look the part. So you said yes, you went out. Now, how do you look? Right? It's not your event. You're going to support somebody, but you are still representing you, the artist you, right? So you need to look like a superstar, and you need to learn the difference between looking like it's your show and looking like you didn't try too hard, but you still look fabulous, right? That you want to look like the second one. You never want to show up in a full sequence, looking like it's your event, like you outdoing the people who invited you, because that can be a little bit off-putting. But you do want to be the kind of guest that shows up where the person invited you is like, yes, I got sexy people in the building. Like, I got somebody who showed up and cares about themselves, who cares about how they look and came through presentable and swaggy. Like, you want people to want to know who you are. Right? This is something that worked for me in New York. I would go to events, and when I walk in the room, you shift the room for real, because you look the part. Your head is held high. You are walking in with confidence, and you look like somebody that people want to know. I'm not saying that you have to have a pretty face or a handsome face. I'm for real saying you need to look like a star. A lot of these stars out here, they may not be the best looking people, but when they walk in the room, you recognize them. You notice them. So that is tip number two, is make yourself work for yourself without having to say anything. You want to be able to start working for you before you even open your mouth, because this way people are more inclined to approach you, which is bringing me to my next tip. And the next tip is to open your mouth and say some things. This is the hardest part of networking, I feel, because it seems awkward, right? That you're just going to walk up to somebody and say, hi, so what's up? You're like, so nice event, right? Yeah. The weather been crazy. Yeah, girl. All right, gotta go. Right? We all dread the awkward conversation. But at the same time, this is why you are here, right? You're here to meet somebody. You're here to possibly bring value to somebody and for somebody else to possibly bring value to you. So it doesn't make sense to show up, looking the part. You did two great steps and then you leave and you never met anybody, right? So that being said, one of the best ways to break the ice is with honesty, right? So if you see somebody or maybe two people, they may not be, if people are deep in conversation, you never want to interrupt. But if you see two people just standing around with their drinks, you can walk up to them. Hey, what's up? I'm Lydia, I'm an artist, and I just wanted to introduce myself. Hopefully you have something, a takeaway. This is a side tip. Have something, a card, maybe even an SD card, a card with a business card with a QR code on the back so people can scan you and find you right away. And you give them something. So you walk up to the person or the people, the group, and you say, hey, my name is Lydia Caesar. I'm an independent artist, and I just wanted to introduce myself. I'm here networking. Give them a card. Give them something with your music on it. That phrase alone is going to probably prompt them to say, oh, what type of music do you do? Or something that's going to help move the conversation along. If they just standing there alone, like bumps on the log, and they take your cards and they're looking at it, you can say something like, so what's your passion? Or what's your passion is a good one, as opposed to what do you do, right? You're asking the same thing, kinda, but it just seems like a little bit more of a genuine question. You can ask, what's your passion? You can ask them, who are they at the event supporting? Okay. These are questions that will keep the conversation moving forward. And once they start to answer, just never respond with a yes or no. Always expound, are you an independent artist? You don't say yes. You say, yes, I'm independent. I'm really enjoying this journey. Although I can't wait to get to the place where I'm possibly signed or super popping, but while I'm indie, I'm enjoying the freedom, that it's given me to create some really interesting music. Always bring it back to the music and, bring them to your website. Yeah, I'm fully independent. I have my own website, everythinglydia.com. You can check me out. Always find ways to bring the conversation back to what you have to offer as an artist. But the first thing you have to do is just really literally jump out there. There's no easy way to jump into a pool, right? The pool is really cold. You do one pinky toe and then, the big toe and the pinky toe and your ankle. It's going to take you 10 years to get in that pool. By the time you get in the pool, the event is over. Sometimes you need to just jump right in. Walk up to some people. What's up? My name is Lydia Caesar. I'm an independent artist. I'm out here and I just wanted to network with you guys. Here's my card. I do R&B music. I'm super passionate about it. What do y'all do? Simple. It's not as scary as you think it is, and you'll be surprised at how much people respect that, and you'll get a great response. My next tip is the circle back. Okay, so once you do this with a few different people in the room, don't stay on one conversation for too long. Sometimes you might meet somebody that is going to turn into a fruitful relationship because you guys just click. You've already talked about some things that you guys can do in the future. This can really happen at networking events. You may meet somebody, oh, I'm an artist, and then they may be like, oh wow, I do events. You guys may exchange Instagrams at the moment. When they get to your Instagram, they look at your page, they see okay, you have a nice following, or oh, your page is nicely done, you have a beautiful layout, or they're looking at a performance clip, they can't hear it, but they're looking at the comments and people are commenting good things. They may say, yeah, I have an event coming up that I'm looking for artists for. We need to definitely connect, send me an email with some links after this, and you guys may be having a good conversation, right? So Give it a little bit of time with each person, but always move on so that you can work the room. And then when I say the circle back is that, once you've moved on and, maybe an hour has passed and you've moved on and you've talked to a bunch of people and now you're on your second drink, or maybe you ordered an appetizer or something like that. Before you leave, circle back with the people that you met already and just say, hey, it was so nice to talk to you. Definitely going to reach out to you. Maybe make a joke about the event. Like, yo, that last artist was crazy, right? Oh my God. Or like, oh, did you get to see such and such? That's my friend who invited me. Isn't she incredible? Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Whatever it is, circle back and refresh the memory of all the people that you have already planted seeds with that night to help you kind of like stink your claws a little further in. And my last and most important tip when it comes to networking is to follow through. Follow through. When you leave the event, contact those people the next day. Do not wait. If you got business cards, yes, it's 2021. We're still getting business cards sometimes. If you got business cards, if you got Instagram handles, after you get somebody's handle that night, screenshot it. You should have 5 to 10 at least screenshots on your phone by the time you get home. And then the next day you can do another circle back by DMing them. It was last night was so fun. I'm glad that we connected. Here's some links to my music, or send an email if you got business cards. However you contact the person, if they gave you their phone number, shoot them a text. It was great meeting you last night. Follow through. Follow through. You must follow through, or else you didn't network. Because like I said in the beginning, relationship building is everything. So literally, you need to be connecting with people on a level outside of just what you guys do. When somebody actually likes you, they're more inclined to help you, and you're more inclined to have a beneficial relationship with them than when you just seem like you just want somebody to do for you. So always remember that you bring something amazing to the table and that you are an asset, and you need to treat yourself as such so that people can see that, okay, she's not just trying to take from me. She's going to also bring something to my situation. If they're a promoter, you're going to bring a great show. If there's somebody who does press, you're going to provide content for them to write about. These are jobs that people literally, like promoters, need you. People who write articles literally need the next hot thing. Be that thing. Okay? Be that thing at the event. Be that thing on social media. Be that thing wherever you are. Bring value to people, and make sure that above all else, when you do meet, when you do connect, that you follow through. So yeah, on this subject, that's all I got for you. You got to say yes, show up. When you show up, you have to look the part, look like the star that you are. You need to open your mouth, not be shy. Talk about it. Who are you? With your head held high. Don't be all, hey, such and such. Yeah, it's already loud. They can't hear you. Speak up. Confidence wins every time. Circle back. Circle back with the people that you've already met and talked to, and then follow through. I'm going to do a how to network online one next, but this is for when we're out in the world bumping shoulders, because COVID is, look, this is the beginning of the end of COVID, y'all. Mask off if you've been vaccinated. I haven't been vaccinated yet though, so I'm still gonna keep my mask on until I do, because I made it this far without getting COVID. I ain't got time. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Share it with somebody who needs it, and let's all grow as an independent artist community. Okay, go in love and light.